Hey everybody, this is Tom from team SFOD Delta. For you guys watching these videos outside of Europe, we're an Airsoft team from Belgium. You know, that small country in Europe with the best beer in the world. Now, today I'm gonna try my first review ever, and in English. So bear with me on this one, you can hear it on my accent. The last 6 months I was kind of looking into buying some kind of DMR platform. So the problem was I didn't want to spend over $400 or $500 or euros for a Tokyo Marui or a Classic Army. So I asked around on a couple of people and on some advice from the guys from Team Aircraft, I went out and I bought myself a Cyma M14 Socom. Now, I bought the Socom version because it made me think of how it resembles the M1 Garand, and for me it's an iconic weapon, and the only thing I find that's a little bit less on the M14 is the magazine, but hell, it's a good rifle. First off, I have to say I was impressed. The first thing I thought before seeing the Cyma M14 was that the thing was gonna break the first hour of gameplay I did with it. But boy, was I wrong. This thing performed rock solid last Sunday. I was running it on a 7.4 LiPo, and I was using 0.28 gram BB's Green Devils, and I was hitting people at, I could say 160, 170 feet without any problems. So the range on this thing is good, very good for a stock gun. But I do recommend using this thing in field play and also CQB because it's a shorter model than the original M14. It's shorter, but it's still a long gun, so cutting corners is going to be very hard to do with this thing. Now, as you can see, I bought the black version of the Cyma M14 from airsoftshop.be. You can see a link to their website on the bottom of the screen right about now. Be sure to check them out, especially if you're living in Belgium or in Holland. They give excellent service, so guys, check out the site. I paid around 170 euros for the whole package, which is a very low budget around here, because prices here in Belgium are way more than in the States. So guys, here we have the box of the Cyma M14 Socom. So as you can see, it looks like any other Cyma box. It has a big picture of the gun on it, with here in the corner some specifications on the length of the gun, the weight, velocity, magazine capacity and everything. So now I'm going to show you what comes in the box. First, we got a standard wall charger, a cheap-ass Chinese-made sling, which I don't recommend using. A sample pack of BBs. Also, don't use these if you want to screw up your gun. Then try them, but I wouldn't recommend it. We got an 8.4 small connector battery that comes in the box, a cleaning and unjamming rod, and of course the manual in some rather good English actually. And of course, what else is in the box? Obviously the M14 itself, as you can see here lying in front of me, and the high cap magazine, which holds 400 rounds. I strongly recommend, if you buy such a package, you don't use the charger included in the box. It's best that you spend a few extra bucks to buy a smart charger. Now, the M14 is constructed of a polymer body with all metal internals. As you can see here, the charging handle is fully metal. Also the iron sights on the back and on the front, including the barrel assembly, is all metal. And also the trigger assembly, here you can see it below, and the magazine release switch, and also the butt plate, which you can fold up for installing battery. It's also full metal, including the sling mount front and behind. Front and behind. Let's do that again. And also the rest of the body, so the main body is actually made of a reinforced polymer, which isn't a bad thing, because these things weigh a lot as it is, and I think if they would have put real wood stock or something on it, you wouldn't be able to run around with it all day. 14 does have iron sights, but you also have the option of putting a scope or a red dot on the accessory rail located a little more to the center of the gun. As you can see here, this is the accessory rail. It's also made out of metal. But I don't recommend putting a red dot there because it's a little too far away from your eyes. You also have the, how should I say it, the option to buy a separate attachment rail to put a scope right here on the back end of the M14. This is something I haven't tried before, but it's something I'm planning to do, because I want to put the sniper scope on top of the M14. You can buy this M14 from airsoftshop.be for about 170 euros for the guys here in Belgium and Holland, and I think in the States Airsplat, Airsoft GI, they all have it in stock right now. I was planning to give the body a desert/woodland mix-up paint job and putting a scope on it. Maybe a MOSFET with a delay, so I can only do single shot with a 1 second delay. Then I can upgrade it to 500 FPS and use it as a sniper or something, but that's still something I'm thinking about doing. Oh guys, I'm sorry for the little wobbly camera, because my tripod broke yesterday and I have to use the camera in my one hand, so this doesn't go very well like this. I'm gonna do a small shooting test after this, so stay tuned. And always, you guys know that playing airsoft out there, always wear full eye protection when going out on the field and when testing your guns, because you don't want to shoot out your eyes. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna do a small shooting test with the M14 Socom. I'm using 0.25 gram BBs and 7.4 half charge rifle. I don't have a lot of space here because I have to do this quick. I'm going to shoot at about now 10 meters at roughly small size targets, I think children's size, something like that. So, let's give it a go. And there goes my target. God damn it! I shoot at a small target at about 10 meters away. So, let's give it a go. Come on!